The Old Man and the Gun, directed by David Lowery, is apparently Robert Redford's swan song to acting, and his last film that he's ever going to act in. The film stars, get this, 4 Oscar winners: Robert Redford, Sissy Spacek, Keith Carradine, and Casey Affleck, and 1 Oscar nominee, Tom Waits. It also stars Danny Glover. The Old Man and the Gun is about the true story of Forrest Tucker, a 74-year-old bank robber who is obsessed with robbing banks, and who has also escaped from prison 16 times, with his most recent escape being a one-of-a-kind audacious escape from San Quentin in a homemade boat. I went into The Old Man and the Gun not really expecting anything, because Robert Redford's last year's movie, Our Souls at Night, was not that amazing. And that film was more of a gimmick than a film, because it was just like, oh look, it's Robert Redford and Jane Fonda together again, wow. But the film is not overall that amazing. However, The Old Man and the Gun, now that was a film. The Old Man and the Gun started like Going in Style meets The Hot Rock, but then towards the second half, the film turned into a more personal story about Robert Redford's character. Right from the first shot, I was blown away. This film is incredibly beautifully shot. This movie is shot on 16mm, and it looks beautiful. Just such beautiful, amazing celluloid cinematography. The Old Man and the Gun is very sweet and beautiful and charming and tranquil, and it plays out just like a poem. Sissy Spacek and Casey Affleck are particularly amazing in this film. Sissy is perfectly cast. Casey Affleck plays a cop, and the relationship between him and his children is really beautiful and charming. The way he explains and shares with them everything that he does at work is really sweet to watch. I was kind of hoping for a little more action and thrill, but once I think about it, this movie is really tailored to Robert Redford's abilities now, so since Redford is really old, there really couldn't have been more action, otherwise it would have just looked silly. So for what it was really, really good. However, since this movie was already so good, it had so much potential to be even better and amazing, but it was always just very good. This picture had the charm, but it really lacked the comedy it needed for this film to really work as the film it was trying to be. So, although this film had the potential to be a lot better, it was still perfectly made and really charming and peaceful and a real poem of a film, and a really great swan song to Robert Redford. This film is a perfect swan song to Redford because it shows that, although he's old now, he's still a superhero like he always was. The Old Man and the Gun was just a real pleasure to watch, and I highly recommend it. By the way, if you want to watch the best Redford heist movie, then you should definitely watch The Hot Rock. Thank you for watching, and see you next Friday.